Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for another episode of Total Ramblings. This is going to be a life update, so if you're just here for Lego stuff or drone stuff or unboxings or Star Trek stuff or Star Wars stuff, then skip this one if you want, I don't mind. It's Monday the 16th of June and I've had a very, very, very interesting day. Previous viewers might recall that I was rather upset in the last call because my insurance company had set an investigation firm on me, for which I can only assume they suspected was some kind of fraudulent activity on my part, which is just not me. And I was very deeply upset by this. I regarded it as a personal attack on my character. Anyway, that call was due at 11:30 this morning. Now, as it happens, I'd booked it for today because I've got today and tomorrow off because I've got plumbers in doing the works to reinstate my radiators. If you don't recall, I'm sorry for repeating this, I've had leaking pipes in my floor. I had to have the cold water pipes replaced or my insurance company were never going to cover me again. I did that. Unfortunately, during the excavation and replacement of the cold water pipes, the central heating pipes in the extension part of my house was shattering. And I just said, isolate the radiators. And we've had 4 radiators not working, which is fine because it's summer, but I need them working again. So, again, at my own expense, I'm having those reinstated. I'll walk you through what's been done. So far today, they're taking a feed off of existing pipes, obviously. Basically, they're going to be putting holes through into the garage. Pipes are going to be running along inside the garage and then along the back wall of the garage and coming out in 2 places. The first place it's going to come out, they're going into a radiator in my utility room. And the second place they're coming out into the new bathroom, shower room, into the towel rail. And then tomorrow, there will be some additional work on the radiator in this room, in the office where I am, and the dining room. And then the radiators will be reinstated. So anyway, I had the day off because, you know, my house is going to be a building site, and there's no way I would be able to work whilst they were working in my office, obviously, although that's tomorrow now, as it turns out, it doesn't matter. 36 minutes before my video interview was due, it was cancelled, and they'd been instructed to hand the case back to the insurance company. So I immediately sent a very lengthy email to the insurance company asking them what the hell was going on. And later I got a call and they've agreed to settle the claim at the cost of my own contractors, A1 Bathrooms, which is the money that they are paying me is actually more than I offered to settle for a few weeks ago. So there you go. That's nice. That's, you know, I've still got to pay the excess, of course, and I'm not out for any particular favours or anything like that, but, you know, that's what's happened. So I have since emailed them my profuse thanks. I emailed everybody really and asked A1 Bathrooms if they can crack on with the work as soon as possible. And then that's the only thing after the plumbing works today and tomorrow that will be outstanding. I did implore to the plumbers this morning, please, I don't want any more problems, because every time I fix something, a new problem arises, and I implored them to try and make sure that wasn't the case today. So there you go. And I kind of feel like at the end of the Godfather film, you know, at the end of the first Godfather film, where they settle all the outstanding family business in one day. Well, something else happened today. I used to work in Denmark. I used to work in Denmark and Norway, but I was registered for tax in Denmark. I was paying Danish tax. So at the time, The UK was part of the EU. I don't know if this is. I don't. And then there was a tax agreement, basically a reciprocal tax agreement, so that as an EU member, if I worked in Denmark or any other country, if I was registered for tax in that country, I wouldn't have to pay tax in another country. So I wasn't getting double taxed. I was being taxed in Denmark. Tax rate in Denmark's quite high. It's like 40% or something. But in addition, they also have this weird thing. Excuse me, someone's just pinging me on Facebook here. They also have this weird thing where an element of this is for any Danish national, and I'm not a Danish national, but because I was working in Denmark, they have this thing where an element of your wages goes into like a holiday fund, and they kind of keep it back and they kind of pay it to you at pension age. So some of my wages were being held back. And basically it's taken me, I've been writing to them for ages saying, can I have my money back? Because I haven't worked in Denmark since just before COVID, early 2020. March 2020, I think, is officially when I finished. And I've been saying, hey, can I have my money back? And it's taken me ages to get anywhere. And I finally got my money back today, which is perfect because it means I can pay the plumbers for the work they're doing today, which is fantastic. So that's another bit of good news that's happened today. And this morning I was in my usual sort of fit of depression, and now I'm feeling a bit better. There's other things I'm worried about. I don't want to tempt fate and say I'm worrying about nothing, because there's plenty of things to worry about. There's always plenty of things to worry about. But that's two issues that have now been resolved in my favour. And I would like to think that maybe my life is finally turning a corner, but that's probably too much to hope. But it means it's a couple of less battles that I need to fight, and I can concentrate on Liz. So there you go. What else has been happening? Well, I've got to go and tidy up bits of the house now from after the plumbing works. And I've just been sorting out my finances to make sure that I don't owe anybody any money, and that I'm paid off on various things, and I've got money to pay the plumbers back, and I've got money saved away a little bit. Yeah, that's my news. No, was there any? I did record this call this morning, or I had two cameras going, because I thought, well, if I'm going to be recorded, then I'm damn well recording the call as well. But as I say, the call never actually happened, so I've got an hour's worth of footage of nothing, just me typing an email. So there you go. I'm just off to tidy up the house a little bit now. There's certain areas of the house that there's no point tidying up right now because they're going to be drilling again tomorrow, but there's certain bits that I can put back together. And then I've got to go back to work on Wednesday and hope that nothing has exploded in my absence. Well, it's now Wednesday morning. It's an obscenely early part of the day. It's 27 minutes past 6, and I got up just after 5 because this little thing down here, this is Whisper, decided to get very affectionate with me this morning and was crawling all over me and wanting head rubs and strokes and all sorts, and was very vocal. And I think this might have been because when Alice isn't here, Whisper sleeps on Alice's bed. And when I got up to see, in case there was a problem, Tiberius, Ty, was on Alice's bed and had probably pushed Whisper off the bed. So anyway, I got up early. I've had the last 2 days off holiday. The radiator works are now complete. My office here, basically I had everything out in the garden yesterday because they needed to get to the radiator, which is behind you as you're watching this. Basically, yes, all of my radiators in the house are now functional. We are now down to just having the bathroom reinstated. So I've got to chase up the bathroom company today. I was up late last night sorting out the house because basically the guys finished work about 4 o'clock, and then I had to go and visit Liz, and when I got home it was late. I ordered fish and chips and I basically blitzed the house because I'm back at work today because I've been on holiday the last couple of days, as I just said. But also I had to go and see Liz because it's my day, but also basically the hospital have said that I might be able to take Liz for a drive in the car, just her and me going wherever we want to go, without any nurses or doctors accompanying us. But they need to know that I can change her tracheostomy tube if anything was to happen. Now, I can do everything else. I can, I've changed inner tubes, I've changed the strap, I've changed the dressing, I've cleaned, I've done the rig, I've cleaned all that. I can do all of that. I can do everything, but I've never actually seen the tracheostomy tube whipped out and put back in again, which is what they showed me. So I know how to do that now. Obviously, if I do take Liz out, we have to take oxygen cylinders, our O2 generator, our portable nebulizer, our portable suction machine, all the medical equipment you can imagine. But that's not a problem. It's a big enough car. And I've got mains power in the car now. I've got a DJI power bank, massive one. So the 500 whatever the frig it is, the smaller of the two. Anyway, yeah, so I can, power up all the equipment if I need to. So, yeah, so that was interesting. But yes, today I'm back at work, just trying to have a normal day. It's going to be 27 degrees today, apparently, and I'm already sitting here with the door open, and it's just gone 6:30 now. I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to swap my laptop for my work laptop, and I'm going to do work stuff and see what I've missed for the last couple of days. Yeah, so there you go. That's what's happening now. I'll put some pictures up of the finished work if you're interested. You might not be, don't know. And that's probably it for today, for today's update. Thanks very much for watching. Please do the usual YouTubey stuff, like, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. Bye bye.